What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over some very specific Pro Tools keyboard shortcuts. There's about 4 that I want to go over, and these 4 keyboard shortcuts are modified keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to show you how to do it, and what they're going to do is they're going to massively speed up your workflow inside of Pro Tools. I use them every single time I'm inside of Pro Tools, so let's go ahead and look at this session I have open, and I'm going to talk about the first one, which is going to be Command+W. Now, if you go up here to Window, normally Command+W is just close window, but see, I've made hide all floating windows also Command+W. What this does, and I'm going to show you how to do it, what this does is it allows me to close a plugin at any time using Command+W, anything inside a floating window. So anything that I open with Command+W, I can instantly close it, and then I can instantly reopen it with Command+W. So if I'm working here in Spectre and I'm done, I can just hit Command+W instead of doing all this. So I'm reaching, and I just scroll all the way up here and do this. Nope, it's already gone. Super, super fast. We are trying to optimize for the maximum speed that we could possibly be going inside of Pro Tools with the most comfortability. We want our workflow to be immediate. So anything we do, we can do it fast and quickly. Here's a real world example of when this is perfect. So I just opened this plugin, right? And I want to make an adjustment to the record track while the artist is recording, right? So I make my adjustment. We'll pull this down drastically so we can see the changes. Ignore the changes, but this is what we're doing. So on the record track, the artist is recording. We make these changes. We want to copy and paste this to the lead vocal bus, but it's blocked, right? And we don't want to have to scroll all the way up here while that person's recording, then come all the way back down here and do all this, right? So we're at the lead vocal bus. The plugin is right behind this wall right here. So now all you have to do is you hit Command Shift and C, and that copies what you want to do, right? And then because you're trying to get here, your hand's already on Command. So just go Command+W, open it up, Command Shift V, and it instantly pastes it. And then Command+W again, and when you get good at it, you could do that really, really, really fast. So like when your artist is recording, right? You can go like this. You can go boom, Command+W, and then you come down here, boom, Command, boom, just like this. And it gets even faster than that. Like you can, when you're in the zone, you can really rip through that stuff. So let me show you how to do it. So you come up here inside of Pro Tools and you go into your system settings, and you want to scroll down to keyboard, and then click on keyboard shortcuts. Now, these are a bunch of different windows on the side right here. So you're going to have different windows for like Spotlight, services, screenshots. We're going to be going to app shortcuts. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be hitting this plus sign, and you're going to be making this keyboard shortcut. So you hit the plus sign, come up here, and you find Pro Tools, wherever that's at, because you want it to be for Pro Tools. And then for the menu title, you have to type it exactly like how it says inside of Pro Tools. It'll hide all floating windows, just like that. And then inside of the keyboard shortcut, you would hit Command and then W, boom, just like that. And then what you're going to have is you're going to have a window like this, and it's going to say hide all floating windows, Command+W inside of Pro Tools. And we'll talk about the other 3 in a second. Just focus on this one. So hide all floating windows, Command+W. Very simple. Okay, so then you can come out of here, and then you might have to reload Pro Tools, but if not, you should be able to then use Command+W and close your plugin and open it again super quickly, just like that. This is one of them ones. Now, we have 3 other keyboard shortcuts to go over, but these ones are a bit different because they are programmed to my trackball mouse, and they are much more creative when it comes to picking what you want the buttons to do. So if you see here on my trackball mouse, I have 2 buttons here on the side, and then I have a scroll wheel button as well. And what we're going to do is make those buttons open up certain plugins inside of Audio Suite. This is for max creativity inside of tracking sessions. You can make stuff happen really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So if you remember, we have these Pro Tools shortcuts here. Aside from hide all floating windows, we have verify, we have Valhalla vintage verb, and reverse. And remember, they have to be spelled correctly. So if there's spaces inside of Valhalla vintage verb here and you don't put spaces, it won't open. Considering there's no spaces, I don't have spaces here, so it'll open. And then you pick very random, very, very random keyboard shortcuts, something that Pro Tools wouldn't already have a keyboard shortcut for. So for this one, I picked something absolutely ridiculous, like a period, one of these brackets, just anything that would be absurd. And then you can pick whichever 3 plugins you want to open. I'm going to show you why I picked the 3 that I pick, and I'm going to show you it inside of a workflow. Remember these keyboard shortcuts that you pick for your plugins, for your 3 plugins you choose, or 4 or 5, however many buttons you have. Just 2 things to remember. The plugin has to be spelled the exact same way as it is inside of Audio Suite. And when you hit plus here, make sure you go to Applications and then go down to Pro Tools. So it's going to Pro Tools. Then you're going to type in the title right here of the plugin, exactly how it's spelled, and then you're going to add in whatever random keyboard shortcut you want. It can be something super random like this, and then this is going to pop up. Now you want to remember which one is which, so probably write them down or take a picture or something like that, because then what you want to do is, so when you purchase a mouse like this, there's going to be a software that you can use to program the mouse for the buttons. So inside of the Logi trackball, we have an app called Logi Options right here. This app controls the buttons for my trackball. So you click on this, and then depending on whether you have a Kensington trackball or a regular mouse or the one that I have, they all have a software. So just find it, download it, and then get inside and learn it. For this one, there's a button here to add an application. So I did for Pro Tools. And then if you remember those keyboard shortcuts that we had inside of System Settings, I made those the exact same ones for the plugin that I wanted. Inside of System Settings, if I did this keyboard shortcut for my Valhalla Vintage Verb, if I click on this, right, and I go into keyboard shortcut, this is where you add it, and then now it's here. Now when I click this button, it'll pull up Valhalla Vintage Verb as long as everything inside of System Settings is correct, right? So inside of Pro Tools now, if I hit this button, the first one, Valhalla Vintage Verb comes up. Now if I hit the second one, Reverse plugin pulls up. And then if I hit the middle scroll button here, Verify pulls up. I picked these three for a very specific reason that I'm going to break down to you right now. So the first two buttons, the two up here, reverse and reverb, is for a reverse reverb. So I have an instance right here where we'd be doing a reverse reverb. So you have a section right here that you want to make happen. And this is all super quick too. So you would just come here, open this, and then, so the first button is going to open up Valhalla Vintage Verb super quickly. You go straight to pre-delay, put it on 0, and then render. Now that's already done, super fast, right? Now, after that, you want to reverse it. Instead of having to go all the way up to Audio Suite, do all that, hit the second button, and then you can pull up reverse. Hit render, and then you can hit Command+W to close those plugins out. And then you can hold Command, and you can slide that to the right place, right? And then make sure you don't have any random inputs. And then now, if you play this, I'ma show 'em. You got a quick reverse reverb, and I'm going to show you again just how quick that was. So you have this here ready to go. You hit the reverb, come down here, pre-delay, render, and then this button here, boom, boom, boom. I'ma show 'em. Crazy quick. Like, you don't have to go up here and do all this Audio Suite stuff. It just pops up for you. Now the last one is Verify. This is how I'd use this one. So if I would use this one for reverse reverbs, I would use this one for this. So playing a section of the song. Show 'em how to get this shit started. There's two different ways that we can do this. So the first one is for cleaning up tracks with cuss words. So right here, we have the shit word right here. So you would hit Verify, render, and then now that cuss word's cut out in a really nice way where it's not just like cut out with a blankness. Now the other way I would use it is for like slowing down the last word of a phrase that's like really cool. So if I go here, working just to take it back. Now when you round like a go retriever. So for the last part of retriever right here, we can highlight this, hit Verify, and then render it. And then this is what that sounds like. Round like a gold retriever. Can't believe it. And then, so like normally I wouldn't use that on a bar like gold retriever, but if the last word in the song is like something like dangerous or something like something crazy, slowing it down like that makes it sound super sick when it goes into the next bar. So that is the other three quick keyboard shortcuts inside of Pro Tools that you can attach to a mouse or a keyboard inside of its software. You just want to make sure that inside of System Settings here, that the keyboard shortcut is the exact same in your software for your keyboard or your mouse, and then you also want to make sure that this is spelled out very properly. You cannot make any mistakes or it won't work. Before I go, I wanted to talk to you guys about some upgrades that I'm doing to my studio. In the last videos, I had a rack to my side that was just a big rack for a couple different compressors I have and my preamp. Now, it was way too big for the amount of gear I had, so I went to Home Depot and I built a legitimate studio desk, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like actually right now. So let me switch the cam around here and I'll show you. Let me actually see if I can back up here a bit. So this is the studio desk I built. This is the only part that I sanded, but so this is the desk. I plan on taking this part apart and sanding this down and this part down so it's similar to the desk. But yeah, I built an actual studio desk and I have two interfaces now. This one's for the stream and then this one is for recording music. I really like this whole setup here. You can just switch this stuff on if you want. Super quick and easy. Yeah. This is the new setup for right now. Now, another thing that's going on recently with me is I'm going to be adding a beat section to my website where I'm going to be selling beats that I make. And I'm going to be showing you guys in future videos how to make beats. So I have not been making my beats so much inside of Pro Tools. I'm conceding that Fruity Loops is a bajillion times better for making beats in every realm. So what I'm doing now, instead of making my beats inside of Pro Tools, I am making my beats inside of FL Studio, and then I'm really cleanly dragging them over to Pro Tools for mixing and doing all that stuff, since I'm way more familiar with Pro Tools. Basically, I'm just making the beat really quick, not adding any plugins, and then I'm downloading the stems, and then I'm sending them to Pro Tools. My next video is probably going to be a video on how to do that the correct way. I want to give a shout out to some of the clients who have been really smart about what they've been doing. So I've been having clients purchase mixing and mastering from me, but they also request that I record it inside of OBS and send them the video of the recording. And I'm completely willing to do that for you guys for free. So I won't charge extra for it. I'll show you exactly how I mix the song that you send me to mix. So for future reference, you can mix it yourself now that you know exactly what to do, what plugins I use, and the order and everything like that. So from now on, if you purchase a mix and master from me, you're also going to get a little OBS video showing me mixing the song. So you can see exactly how I did it. Because I know my channel is mainly beginner audio engineers, intermediate audio engineers that want to record themselves or actually artists themselves. It's cool because I am too. I know exactly how to do this because I was an artist for 10 years before I ever became an audio engineer. So like I know how it goes when it comes to being the engineer, the producer, the artist, everything all at once. I can show you guys how to do this. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Be sure to check out my beats on my website. I'm not gonna have them up just yet. They'll probably be up soon. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Also comment below if you need help with anything. I will be there to help you. I'm gonna get out of here and I'll see you guys on the next video.
You made this?